Good morning. It's such a pretty morning this morning. The sky is really pretty. It's 29 degrees. I think it's supposed to warm up today. It'll probably be in the 50s. But the sky is really pretty this morning. We was eating breakfast and I looked out and it's can't tell much about it. It's not as pretty on camera as it is in person, but ravioli feels good this morning, don't you? He won't let me take a picture of him. He jumps on me. So, have a good day.
Howdy everybody, Mike McCoy here. Now I thought I'd do a little update on these old trail wagons. These has been awful good little vehicles around here. Look at the tires, how slick they are. And I've told I don't know how many, well, when they get wore out so bad one of them busts, I'm going to replace them all. And I may just have to replace them. But that's been an awful good little wagon. Chad bought that new out here at Tractor Supply. Oh, 10 years ago, I guess, or longer. And we completely wore the motor out in it. And went to Northern 2 and got a knockoff motor. It ain't a Honda motor. They wanted like $1,600 for a motor for this thing. And he bought that motor taxing off for like $151. Somebody said it Honda's patent had run out and they'd, you know, these copycat places is making them. For I mean, even the shroud and the starter and the flywheel fit that motor. And this one says it's 340 cc's. And that's a bigger motor. That's like a 360. And it runs better now than it did when it was new. It'll get up and go with you. But it is. There's no telling how many miles it's got on it. We go down to the sawmill, I mean, back when we was working every day, I mean, it'd make half a dozen trips every day. And it's been an awful good vehicle. Two-wheel drive. And that lever this way, it will lock a differential. And it does good. And then Chad found this one over here. And it's another one made by the same company. See, it's in a way better shape. This is the one we use mostly now. And it's actually a four-wheel drive. But now it won't run as fast as the red. But it's just a whole lot better machine. It's been took care of. Ain't got nigh the airs that other one's got. And we run it up and down through there. You can look at the tires and see it ain't got a whole lot of airs on it. And it's got all kind of running lights. And that windshield's broke right there just a little bit. And that was done when we bought it. But, hello, ravioli. But yeah, this thing, let's see where it is. It's electric four-wheel drive. Maybe you can see that button right there. And the four-wheel drive works good in it. And I've noticed on these, where you really need four-wheel drives backing up. Because they won't back up as good when they're just two-wheel drive. But that thing's been really good. I can't complain. When the motor went out on that one, Chad said, well, we'll just go get another new one. And we went and looked at that Kawasaki Mule and whatever it is John Deere makes, and even that diesel Kubota. And I told him, I said, son, them's fine four-wheel drives. They really are. But that ain't what we need. What we do is we wear this stuff out just in idle miles, just run it back and forth. And it don't matter if it's a high dollar one or a cheap one like this. You know, just the miles is what gets them. And you might as well just find something other for just a few $1,000s and spend it instead of spending anywhere from $10,000 to $20,000 for one. It's the miles that'll get it. And we ain't big deer hunters and off-roaders and stuff like that. What miles these things runs is right here on this hill, just down the sawmill and back and stuff. And I think he made a wise decision by buying this, and he bought it and it used, but it couldn't have been used a whole lot. And the guy that he bought it from had done some modification to it. But I can't say enough good stuff about these things. And I don't think he give much for this red one when he bought it new. I mean, compared to like one of them Kawasaki's. Now, and I ain't trying to take nothing away from these higher priced four-wheelers. They're a whole lot more solid and will haul a bigger load and stuff. But that's simply something we don't need. Hello, Skits. Look up here at me. That dog absolutely hates the camera. And I think Mother's broke the frame of this in a time or two, loading it down with green firewood. But, you know, it's just a matter of fixing it. And it ain't something that we couldn't fix. Where you going, Skits? Skits, look around. He will not look. Ain't that funny? But I like this one, the way it runs with that motor. Gosh, it does good. We bought that motor, and it wasn't wired to generate electricity or for a starter. But all the places was there. They just either wasn't drilled out or didn't have, you know, I took the, whatever you call that thing on the flywheel, and it bolted right in and used that flywheel on that new motor. And even that Honda shroud fitted. So, and it's been a good motor. It's probably 3 years old now. But that's a little rundown on our little side-by-sides. I really enjoy them. I mean, they take a big load off of me and Mother. We can just jump in them and go down to sawmill or wherever. She hauls her firewood in. Them blocks of firewood right there, them was hauled in on one of these. I don't know which one. And, you know, they just do good. And save having to spend so much money on something. You know, it'd be nice to have a diesel one or one that's heavier duty or something other, but we don't need it. So I just thought I'd touch base of that. And we'll talk at you later.